Hey YouTube, how you doing? Big E here. How's everything? Well, welcome to another video. If you remember my last video, I reviewed the hit 1937 animated Disney feature Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I really it was not only just the first ever full-length animated feature ever, it was the first ever full I mean, let me take that back. It was not just the first ever full-length animated Disney feature ever. It was the first ever full-length animated feature ever. This was like years before Nickelodeon, like Rugrats and this and that, and years before like DreamWorks and like Hanna-Barbera, Stuart Little, and SpongeBob, Rugrats, this and that. Well, if you remember my last previous video, I reviewed this film. I mentioned it's a solid gold Disney classic, and I really enjoy this film. It's very good. I want to say this film is a whole lot better than the newer Snow White that's currently out in theaters. I went to see that movie weeks ago, and I didn't hate it. I just had no use for it. I had no use for that film at all. It made absolutely zero sense to me. And if you remember when I mentioned that actress, may she rest in peace, Adriana Caselotti, she was the voice of Snow White, the princess, also AKA the fairest of them all. Yep, especially she was the first Disney princess ever, in my opinion. I mean, this was before like then came along like other like Cinderella, Jasmine from Aladdin, Jane from Tarzan, this that, and um, if you remember, yeah, if you remember my previous video, I did mention the I found this really cool YouTube video that somebody took an in-depth tour of Adriana Caselotti's home back in 1992. I said early 90s, but 1992 is the early 90s, close enough. Yeah, and somebody, I guess she invited somebody in her home, and her home kind of looked like um, the cottage. The outside had like a wishing well and everything, and it had like Snow White decorations and the Seven Dwarfs, and she still had like her Snow White voice, although I guess she was like in her 70s at that time. And like I said, Adriana Caselotti sadly passed away in 1997 at the age of 80 from lung cancer, and may she rest in peace, as well as the other Snow White actors and actresses in this film. May their legacies live on forever in our hearts. Well, like I said, somebody gave an in-depth tour of her home back in 1992. Here's the video I'm going to react to in a minute, and it says some YouTuber wrote on the description, in 1992, Adriana Caselotti, the voice of Walt Disney's Snow White, invited me to video document a room or two in her home, focusing primarily on her personal memorabilia collection, and in parentheses, and signed a few collectibles. The outside looked like the dwarf's cottage, complete with wishing well. That the inside was a Snow White collector's wonderland, and like I mentioned, when I mentioned Adriana Caselotti passed away in 1997, it says Adriana may no longer be with us. However, her legacy and her voice live on for generations of families to enjoy, and that I definitely, without a doubt, strongly agree. And my mother and father loved this film. My late father and my mother, they both loved this film, and they shared it with me. And I used to have the 2001 VHS of this and the 1994 VHS. And when I have children someday, I definitely want to share this film with them. You will not be sorry. And if you guys, anybody out there who plans on having kids and someday, share this wonderful, timeless classic with them. You will not be sorry, but do not share the new 2025 remake with Rachel Zegler. Stay away from that. Because like I said, it doesn't make any sense, I mean. But before I start the video, with my reaction, I'm going to say we're going to go back into the year 1992. That's when this occurred. And check out the link to the video I'm reacting to in the description above. And also the link to the me reviewing Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is there too. So I just want to say, let's go back into the year 1992. The year is 1992. Yep, 1992. Bill Clinton is elected the 42nd President of the United States. Also the year Barney and Friends debuted on TV. Aladdin and Sister Act and Wayne's World came out in 1992. Also in 1992, NASCAR race car driver Richard Petty retires after 35 years. And then Jeff Gordon comes along. And also another event in 1992, General Motors, that makes Chevy and GMC, and Oldsmobile and Pontiac and Buick. Well, they don't make Oldsmobile and Pontiac anymore. Not even Saab, Saturn, or Hummer. GMC in that year brought out one of my favorite vehicles, trucks, called the Yukon. And I would love to have a Yukon one day. I want a two-door Tahoe, Blazer, Jimmy, whatever. Also, these events pale into comparison of what happened in 1992 is this video I'm about to show you, somebody giving a tour of Adriana Caselotti's house. And here we go. Here's the video. It says Adriana Caselotti, voice of Snow White, home tour. Here we go. Adriana Caselotti.
Ashamed of the fuss I've made. What do you do when things go wrong? Oh, you sing a song. Goodbye, Grumpy. Stumper.
You don't mind if I film some of the stuff in here, do you?
No.
Wow.
Thanks.
That in the 90s.
The memorabilia she's got.
Oh, memorabilia. That's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, let me download it from you. Okay, then I won't.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Well, I'll let you know, okay?
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
And Marty, here's some other stuff over here of Snow White if you might want to catch.
Okay, sure. Oh my god. I love your little doorway here.
Look at that doorway. Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
I can't find those anymore. They're very hard to get.
A lot of this stuff is. Oh god.
And just catch this and then I'll put the recorder on.
Okay, sure. Okay, now I'll start off with Adriana Caselotti there.
Is the sound on?
Uh-huh.
I really feel quite happy now. I'm sure I get along somehow, and everything's going to be all right. But I do need a place to sleep at night. I can't sleep in the ground like you, or in a tree the way you do. And I'm sure no nest could possibly be big enough for me. Maybe you know where I can stay. In the woods somewhere? You do? Will you take me there? Goodbye. Okay, we'll try to listen to this one over here now.
phone.
Yeah, volume up, definitely.
It'll be after the third ring.
Okay.
I'll keep it quiet.
Oh.
This is answer machine.
Welcome. You have reached the home of Walt Disney's Snow White, Miss Adriana Caselotti.
I'm wishing for the one I love to find me today. This is Snow White speaking. At the sound of the beep, please leave your name and phone number and a short message, and I will get back to you shortly. Goodbye, Grumpy. Supper!
Still had it after all those years.
That's wild.
I did it personally.
This was 55 years
That's wild.
after Snow White was released.
A little,
And
a little,
Snow White and Seven
look
Dwarfs
there.
was released.
Did you see this? And then we're all through. I just want to show you this. I'm in the book, The Day in the Life of Hollywood. I have to show you. I'm very proud of this.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
all right.
You saw the new book just came out, Day in the Life of Hollywood. Wait till
Ta-da.
I'll show you here. Day in the Life. It just came out about a month, not quite a month ago.
Uh-huh.
And it's mostly behind the scenes, but there are a few people who were in films, and this is what's written about me down there. Of course, you can't catch that with that. Oh, and here's a this you'll really love. This is a
Okay.
picture of Walt Disney. He signed it to my father, and what it says on here, I'll read it to you. It says, "Best wishes to Maestro Caselotti, the teacher of Adriana, the voice of Snow White, Walt Disney."
May Walt Disney rest in
God.
peace as well.
This is precious.
That is wild.
I thought you'd like that. I'm glad I saw
So
that.
cool.
And here I have Walt when he was very young. He was before this is before I even met him.
Look at
He
all
was
those
very young
photos.
here. And this was the old Hyperion studio where I did the way we made the film. This is the voice of Grumpy, Pinto Colby, the voice of Grumpy Sleepy, and
Yep.
he did the bubbles for
Pluto.
Dopey, and Pluto the pup, and
Goofy.
the other one.
Goofy.
I forgot
Yep.
his name.
Goofy.
Goofy, right. This is Frank Churchill, the music director. He was the one that I auditioned with Walt the first day I got there, and he played for me, and I sang, "Someday My Prince Will Come." I read it from the manuscript without even having seen it before, because I read music without never having heard it on the piano. This is the opening day in 1937, December 21, at the Carthay Circle here, a Snow White opening day. Right there. This is Shirley Temple. She was handing the award she handed the Academy Award to Walt Disney for Snow White. This is Donald Duck, and
Clarence
Ducky
Nash.
Nash, of course. Yeah, hey, you do very well. That's okay. Hey, do it again. Do it again.
Do what? What do you want me to do?
You know that's one of the best. That's one of the best I ever heard.
Okay, do very much.
Hey, that's all right.
Oh, yeah, you do it. You're right.
Oh, that's pretty cute. Okay.
Oh, boy, I get this.
And of course, here's one little thing that one of my friends just did. We do have a Snow White star on Hollywood Boulevard, but it doesn't say Adriana Caselotti. But there is a Snow White star on Hollywood Boulevard. So we have one like that does have, see?
Wow.
That's it. All right, so that's it. And this is my copy with a smile and a song here. You have that. I think you showed me that before.
Wow.
With a smile and a song.
Nice.
Uh-huh. Oh, God. Is that your favorite song from the film?
No, my favorite is I'm Wishing.
Mine too.
Yeah.
And I liked I Ho
Well, that's it,
and
kid.
Okay.
That's the end of our interview for the day. And I'm certainly glad you came over.
So am I.
oh wow. Look at that wishing well. It's just kind of like just the movie a little bit. Yep. Wow. Yep. That was pretty cool. And like I said, it's a classic, and my opinion, why? Probably because and especially due to the fact that this was not just the first ever full-length animated Disney feature, it was the first ever full-length animated feature ever. This was before like DreamWorks, Nickelodeon, this, that, other, even Blue Sky like Ice Age, and it was pretty cool video. And like I said, timeless classic, especially the house was kind of like based on this timeless classic of the Dwarf's Cottage. And like I mentioned in this, and when I reviewed the film, if you've never seen this Snow White film, the original anime 1937 film, you're missing out. Go check it out and watch it, but stay away from the 2025 remake. Yeah. So, and the link for the video I just reacted to and looked at is in the description, and you will see the description the link to reviewing this as well, the film as well, if you've never seen it. So all I have to say is it's just not the same anymore. Nothing will ever be the same, but what are you going to do? But still good video I just looked at, good classic, everything. Yep. And may Adriana Caselotti rest in peace as well. Alright, YouTube, nice seeing you. Take it easy, be safe, stay out of trouble. Peace.